Hey, quick follow-up on the Godox iT32 flash. You guys asked me a bunch of questions, great questions, and I want to answer them in this video. First off, a Leica version of the X5 trigger is available for pre-order at B&H. Yes, that's correct. It is available for pre-order. We don't know yet when it's going to be available. The only information I got is that it is going to be soon in production, so it shouldn't be too long before we get the X5 for Leica. That's going to be great, and I'm going to be one of the first to get my hands on it. Does the fill flash on the front turn off automatically when you point the main head flash forward? This is in reference to the modeling light, and yes, you can turn it off when you're taking the photo. You can use this as a modeling light, so it's going to show you what the flash is going to produce on your model's face. And to deactivate that when you take the photo, you have to select Enter on the modeling light menu, and that's going to turn off this option on your flash. If you leave the flash on modeling only, it's going to basically be only an LED that's going to always be on even when you take the photo. That can be useful if you need a little LED portable light, for example, for video. Let's say you're doing photos and videos, but otherwise as a modeling light, the purpose is for it to turn off when you're taking the photo. Can it do HSS, high-speed sync? Yes, this flash has the high-speed sync option. The way to use it is by removing it from the X5 trigger off your camera, and at that point you have the HSS option that turns on your flash menu. What softbox or boxes do you recommend for the iT32? You can either use the little diffuser that they provide when you purchase the flash, as shown in my original iT32 video. You can check it up here if you haven't done so yet. The other thing you could do is you could buy one of those strap-on Velcro or just made on purpose for this flash that you can buy on Amazon or other websites online. I don't have a specific one, but you know, it's like a little light dome, a little diffusing box that you can put on top. That's another good one. And other than that, I would highly suggest you use the ceiling, because the ceiling is a great softbox. It's the biggest softbox you can basically use, and it's going to diffuse the light nicely. Sure, you're going to lose some flash power, but you have enough, this thing packs enough power to be able to give you a decent amount of light. Does it work with the Godox Bluetooth app? No, the iT32 does not support Bluetooth connection. It does not have any Bluetooth settings. So this only works with the Godox 2.4 gigahertz connection system. I take a second in the middle of this video to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos. The reason is, and I don't normally do this in the middle of a video, we're almost at 20,000 subs. This is a great milestone for me, for this channel, and this is also going to help me getting more gear, be able to test all this gear for you guys, give you an honest feedback and opinion, and continue doing what I do. Thanks a bunch. Does it work with the previous systems? Can it trigger my Godox TT350? Yes. If your flash is compatible with the 2.4 gigahertz wireless system from Godox, then you will be able to control it using this little iT32 as a trigger. Does this have the same amount of power than the iT30 Pro? The iT32 does claim a higher guide number. It has a guide number of 18 versus 15 for the iT30 Pro. A higher guide number generally means that there's going to be more light output and basically more reach. So the iT32 should deliver more power at maximum power than the iT30 Pro, yes. Now, by way of comparison, if you were to take the AD100 Pro that I have right here, the can as I like to call it, and you compare it to the iT32, the AD100 Pro has a guide number of 52 compared to 18 for the iT32. That is basically, in simple terms, it means that the flash output of the iT32 is almost 3 times less than the AD100 Pro at full power. And you see, in terms of size, they're not that different, but this guy packs way more punch than this little guy. You can't use this as a trigger, you can't use this as a remote flash, etc., 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 wherein this can go in the hot shoe and has a lot of advantages, but it is almost a third of the power of the AD100 Pro. So if you were to compare 52 to 18, it's quite a difference. Now, if you were to compare the iT30 Pro to the iT32, the difference is basically 0.26 stops, which is not even a third of a stop, which means that it is very, very minimal. I haven't talked about the price in my original review. We're talking a little above 100 USD for the X5 trigger and the iT32 combo, which is actually very, very good. How many flashes at max power can you fire when this thing is charged? Well, Godox says you can fire up to 510 flashes at full power. And I repeat, at full power. What that means is, for those that are a little bit skeptical about power supply and how much the battery is going to last and so forth, 510 shots at full power means that if you shoot at half power, you have over 1,000 shots, quarter power over 2,000 shots, an eighth of the power over 4,000 shots. And that becomes a lot, okay? Now, who shoots with this flash, with a flash this size, at full power? If you find yourself shooting at full power a lot with such a flash, I suggest you get something a little bit better, a little bit more powerful, because it means that you're reaching the limit of what this flash can provide. And at that point, yes, the battery is not going to be necessarily enough, but I mean, 510 photos. How many times did you shoot 510 photos at a reception, during a wedding, on the dance floor? I mean, that's a lot of photos. And if you are running out of juice, just plug it with a USB-C for a moment while you drink something or you go eat something, and you're good to go again. So I think the battery and the flash power is going to be relatively okay. That concludes my follow-up video. If you have any other question, feel free to write it down in the comment section below. That's gonna maybe inspire me to make another video for you guys, answering more questions. I see you in my next video. Let me know if you bought this IT32. I know a lot of you did after my original video, but I'm curious to know if you did. Take care and see you soon. Cheers.